Well, good afternoon. We're in the garden, and usually this is the daily duo, and Jeffrey's here, but Jeffrey's not here because Jeffrey is changing us to the international daily duo. He's in Mexico, and we tried to arrange a connection, and we decided watching Jeffrey be frozen half of the show probably wasn't the best idea. So he's down looking for a place in the town that he's in where he can find an adequate connection for us to do it. So, as you know, in the Daily Duo, Jeffrey reads tarot and I read the garden. So today I'm going to read the garden and I'm going to read the tarot, and I'm going to do it like he does with the cards right side up. So this is body, mind, spirit, grounding, and clarity. And I'm using the same tarot deck that he uses, the Rider-Waite. So for our body, we have the 5, and that's a 5 of Swords. And that's kind of an interesting card. A lot of people say it means victory at all costs. And what I have another deck that I read with more often than this one. And in that one, these 2 young men are holding a bunch of swords. 4 of them have fallen away, and the 5th sword is all lit up. So I think today for your body, what you're feeling in your body is you want to nurture the part of you that really works, the sword that was really the one you want to keep. And you're looking over what's been left, and it's been a battle to get to where you are, but it's for the good. And you got a great mindset today for doing that because you have the Empress. And the Empress is all good things. It's nurturing. It's taking care of yourself. So those two go beautifully together. And your spirit wants to move ahead and proclaim its place in the world. And you got the Emperor in that space. And that means to me that these two going together is going to make it easier for your spirit to move forward. Now you're grounding, you're not as grounded as you should be because you got the Page of Swords and he's out there dashing around trying to make things work. So you may be feeling a little flighty and not as grounded as you'd like to be, but your clarity is coming at you very quickly. So I wouldn't be so worried about not being grounded. I'd be playing with these energies of figuring out what you really want to focus on, using all of your mental energy to move yourself forward into that space and to move on to because you're bursting out into the world. And you may feel a little bit flighty because you're moving in a direction you're not used to moving in. So you've got the 8 of Wands there, which brings in new thoughts, new ideas. Things are moving really quickly around you today, and it's the 1st of April. And this would make sense because along with the, and I'm going to put the stones in for the same thing, body, mind, spirit, grounding, and clarity. Today is a new moon day. The new moon is up there, and the moon is in Aries, and that's really strong for new beginnings. It's really important for us to look at our new beginnings and look at where we're going to go. It's a great time to write intentions to take new movements. So that totally fits with what we saw in the cards. Now let's see what we see in the stones. Okay. Well, our mind is kind of out of here. It's actually not. Your mind is in solar plexus, but our body's in earth. Our clarity is in fire. We're grounded in water. And your spirit's true. So this ties together with what I just saw with the cards, because your spirit is what's getting kicked off and getting moving forward. But we're going to start with the mind and the solar plexus. And when our mind stone falls into the solar plexus, it says you're going to triumph through using your mental forces. Good point. Your body is in earth. And as you know, earth is where things emerge from and become stronger. And it means physical changes are coming. They're not here yet. So just like in the other reading, it's not your body that's changing. It's inside of you that's changing. Your clarity is in fire. And use the ideas you carried forward from the past. Things that have worked for you in the past are going to work for you now today. Your values are great. I love it when this stone shows up here. It goes, be careful, because what you're grounding now, what you're choosing to pull in now, are going to be for long-term changes. And your spirit is in true, which is spirit goes forward in harmony with the new plan. So it's a new day. It's a new month. It's the 1st of April. And this is not an April Fool's reading. It's time for us to get going and get moving and to start setting some new intentions for ourselves. And it is a new moon day. And, if you don't know about the new moon's like a little seed. It's like all closed up and dark. And it's where you can plant that seed. This is the time of the month where you plant the seeds for where you want to end up going. And that's my reading for April 1st. I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. And when hopefully we're getting closer to the International Daily Duo. Thank you very much.